Thanks, Brian. My microphone was muted. Appreciate you, Brian. That really helps out in the stream. It helps everybody else out. Helps me out, helps you out, helps the world out, helps. It just helps. Yeah, my microphone was muted. That sucks. Man, I was spilling my guts over here, talking all kinds of shit, and you guys couldn't hear a word of it. Okay, so let me see. Let me see if I can remember what I was saying. And, okay. Let's start off by saying this. Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I am coming at you with another Wargaming in Miniature video. And in today's video, we are trying to continue on with our Wargaming Weekly, where I get on here live weekly and we explore miniature gaming. Mostly what I do is I take this as an opportunity to work on figures, and while I'm working on them, I share my time with you guys. Now I've got a couple of things that I want to share with you guys as part of the store news update that I'm going to be releasing later this afternoon, or I should say I'm going to be recording it and then uploading it tonight. But it's going to be a store news update. Now, in my store news, I usually talk about what I've worked on, what I finished, what I am currently working on, what kind of new product I got in, what kind of supplies I'm working with, because I got new supplies. And then the final thing is news. And you guys are lucky enough to be here live with me, and you're going to hear the news live on camera. But then I'm going to put it out later on the store news update. But I've got if you've ever been to my eBay store, I recommend checking it out. This is a perfect opportunity for it because thanks, Brian. Because I've got a 20% off. I know that's incredible, and you've probably never heard of that before. No, seriously, I got a 20% off everything on my eBay store till the end of the month. So if you're interested in what I sell, and you've been looking or eyeballing something, but you haven't been really sure about it, now's your chance. And then later tonight, during my store news update, I'll let everybody know about the... That's a lot. 20% off, 1/5. That's a lot. So if you're buying something for $100, or a bunch of things that total up to $100, it won't be. It'll be $20 off. Just so you know. Okay, so right now I'm going over these miniatures, looking for any flash, mold lines, burrs, anything that might impair the appearance. That one didn't need any work. Or I might have already given it Now, most of these figures that I'm working on are offensive miniatures. Offensive 28mm metal miniatures. This pack here was 87 pounds. It was the US Para Set 2, which has 62 figures. Plus, they also sell sets separately, that might have anywhere between 6 to 8 models in them. Like a machine gun team or a sniper or something like that. And I think, I didn't count these guys. Yeah, that might be 62 figures. But I'm supplementing it. I might, with some Old Glory. Nope, that's not true. They're not Old Glory. They are West Wind Berlin or Bust miniatures. And I got 3 packs of West Wind Berlin or Bust. One of them is just a regular line mortar, and that comes with 2 mortars, but they're just legs. They could be gliders, because they had the same uniform. Another pack is actually Paratrooper mortars, and of course these packs come with 2 mortars each and crew, so that's where 4 of those are. And I ordered another pack, or I'm using another pack of US, I think they call it snipers and flamethrowers, because that's what they all are. There's 8 figures, various snipers in various poses and various outfits, and flamethrowers. And I was noticing that in the snipers, a few of them are paratroopers. I'm not sure if any of the flamethrower guys are paratroopers. I didn't really take a close look at that. Yeah, I'm trying to keep these sets separate because I went through and after I washed them, soap and water, they were mixed up, and so I had to go through and kind of separate them into their appropriate teams and stuff, which took a little bit of effort. Actually, I thought it would go so much quicker, but so I want to make sure I keep them that way so I don't lose my place. So all the guns, except for the mortar base plates, are all glued together. Now the offensive miniature medics, it comes with 2 medics in that big set that I just showed off, and one of them is carrying a stretcher, and the other guy's carrying a guy fireman carry. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like, here's the guy carrying a stretcher. I know you're not getting focus. I don't think I turned autofocus off. Did I? I don't think I did. A bright light on the white model. Sometimes the camera gets all washed out. And here's this other figure where guys carrying the second figure. And I had to glue this guy's right leg on, and I had to glue this guy's right arm on. So that was kind of tricky. This stretcher didn't want to go on properly, so I just glued it in the best place that I could find, and then I went ahead and added some putty to fill the gap, because there was a small gap. So yeah, I've been working on these guys for a hot minute now. Yeah, those guys all look good. Now, this is something that I learned. I think I learned it a couple of months ago, but I'm just now sharing it with you guys, and you guys probably already know this anyway. Forged in Battle. You guys know those miniatures? They're 15 millimeter. You can get them in World War II or ancient figures. Beautiful resin tanks, stuff like that. And this is called Forged in Battle. They've got a website. It's called Forged in Battle. When you order from Forged in Battle and you pay through the website, the payment goes to West Wind. The same company that made these 28 millimeter World War II. There's what they're called Berlin or Bust is their 28 millimeter World War II line. It's got infantry, but it's also got tanks, which I got a bunch of tanks over there in that box. I might jump in on those after I finish painting these guys. So yeah, I always thought that West Wind was like an Old Glory brand because of the I buy my Berliner Bust on the Old Glory website. So, but Forged in Battle is also West Wind. So maybe Old Glory has like an exclusive license to sell their 28mm World War II West Wind on their website, where the rest of the West Wind can sell their 15mm on their own website, which they're calling Forged in Battle. I don't know. I don't know the details, and I don't even know if it's the same company, but it just seems like it is. Okay. My tea might be ready. Oh man, okay. And then I've got a decision to make on whether or not I want to use these entrenching tools, if I want to add them to any of these models, if I feel like an entrenching tool would be a benefit. All right, now on these base plates, I think I'm going to use the Gorilla clear grip. Just for speed. I've got a need for speed, which is actually true. No, you bastard. These gloves do not give me 100%. What do they call it? Tactile precision. All they do is really protect my hands. Okay, those mortars are gluing together. Now this machine gun, okay. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for just a second, and then I'm going to tweak it a little bit. Just like that. I'm going to let that dry. All right. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use those. I've looked at these models and they all look really good. I don't think they need any extra crap on them. All right, let's get rid of this tea bag. What I usually do is let my tea soak for about 5 minutes. And then I take the tea bag out and throw it away. Oh, we got a lot of chatting going on. Just changed my glasses. Okay, we got Thomas saying, who is that manufacturer name again? Okay, I'll get back to that in just a second. Give me a second to read the rest of your chats there. You've got one here that says, do you know the measurement from bottom of the foot from the top of the head in millimeters? Should be 28, but we can take a quick measurement. Do you ever use any plastic minis in 20 mil 1/72? I do, actually. Just recently, I sold a bunch of my 1/72, like, I had some Fallschirmjägers and some SS. I had a Kubelwagen. I didn't have a whole lot. Back in the day when I did Command Decision, I had a buttload of 1/72. Okay, 28 millimeter. Yeah, the manufacturer name. The majority of these figures here are Offensive Miniatures. OffensiveMiniatures.com. They do also make Napoleonics, just FYI. They've got World War II Napoleonics. They also have like anti-tank guns and small vehicles like Kubelwagens and Jeeps, motorcycles, horses, but they don't have like, I don't think, maybe they do have like Panthers and stuff like that. I'm not sure. But it's part of their elite line. That's their World War II line, is their elites. They only make elite figures like SS, British Para, Fallschirmjägers, US Para. I'm not sure if they do Rangers. Not sure about that. But I really like the miniatures. I'm going to adjust my focus on my camera so that you can actually see some of these models, because we're in the middle of kind of letting them dry. So okay. Advanced. There we go. Yeah, my autofocus was still on. Just gonna grab like this guy. I'm gonna move this out of the way because I like to prop everything up. Gotta use two hands for this, because you can't really see that until I focus it. Even then, I'm not sure if you can see that. But yeah, that's a Radio Man, and it's white metal, so you're getting a lot of glare off my lighting, so you're not gonna get a very good. See, everything, all you see is white. Yeah, so I try to put it in shadow a little bit so you can actually see the details. There's his musette bag on the side there. Because you can't have it on your back if I'm just trying to pick out some interesting figures. This one is what's called a gift. Yeah, this guy got his cunt cap on. He's holding a German helmet. Um, got his personal helmet on his hip, right? Uh, this is an officer. He's wearing a leather jacket. He's not wearing what you would think of as a paratrooper. It's a free gift. Like when you order one of the sets, you get like a free gift. Uh, that's that guy carrying his buddy. I'm trying to pick out some dynamic guys so that you can say, "Oh, that's pretty cool." This guy carrying, I think that's a demolition charge. And you can see he's got that ammo uh, stacked. Those are like 3 packs stacked on top of each other, which was a thing. If you look real close on their shoulders, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Um, they've got a spot for you to paint in the Screaming Eagle because it's a heater shield with like a little tab on top of it. And you can see that there's a bazooka shell in the back of the bazooka. Yeah. Once I get these guys primed here in a minute, um, well, I don't know if it'll be a minute, but oh, I shouldn't have taken that off. I turned autofocus back on. Um, okay, I still have to scrape these guys, and then I'm going to glue everything down to their bases. And then we'll have to wait a few minutes because I don't want to prime everything while the glue is still drying. You understand. Okay, so I played a game of O Group this last Saturday night. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way. Trying to do 3 things at once. So I played a game of O Group Solitaire on my table. I downed the scale from battalion to company, and it worked fine. The system works great as a company scale game. I was very happy. But pushing the figures around the table, rolling the dice, and pushing the figures around the table and rolling the dice, and trying to do everything by the book, correctly. I found myself referring to the rule book more than I thought I was going to need to. I thought I had the rules down, I thought all I would need would be the quick reference sheets. Well, that was a lie. Or that was a inaccurate thought. I was like, what does this mean? What is harassing fire? What is this? What is that? What's the... Now that I played it once, and some of those issues were revealed to me, now I feel like I won't be needing to reference the rule book almost anymore. I think I've got it. I think I could play that same scenario much faster. And plus, this live stream was more than just me playing. I was also talking with the audience, because I live streamed it. I also recorded it because I thought, and I'm not sure if I want to, edit that and show it off on my channel. Because it looks, it's pretty bad. It's like a 4.5 hour video of me playing like 4 to 5 turns, and every turn having to look something up in the rule book. And every turn taking like almost an hour. Plus I took breaks and talked to the crowd. Now, it was so late at night. I did this at midnight, actually 11 o'clock. Because of I was trying to get everything prepared for the game, and I spent like the whole night awake, and then the next afternoon I just couldn't, so I went to bed at like 3 in the afternoon, and I got up at like 9, and then I came in here and finalized all my setup and everything, and made sure everything was good to go, and then we started streaming. but it was like late at night, like almost 11. And then we streamed till like 3:30 in the morning. Which I was wide awake, but mistakes were made early on. I realized that. And it was fun just live streaming it for everybody. Okay, that's not a chin strap. That's Flash. Yeah, that guy looks good. When I do that game again, I'm going to record it not live stream it. And I'm going to commentate knowing that anytime I look up a rule or maybe even moving the figures or something will be edited out. So it might be a 2-hour video, but it will be only the meat and potatoes of the game and not me waffling. It'll basically be a much cleaner, enjoyable experience for the viewer. Oh, this guy's clean. He is a sergeant, and he is clean. Okay. Now this guy's got a walkie-talkie. I'm not sure what I did with my fishing line, but I bought some black fishing line so that I could glue it into radios to give them antennas, and to tanks to give them antennas or antennae. So when I get these guys all assembled and they're sitting here drying, I'm going to take an opportunity to go look. Well, first of all, to go grab some spray paint, but also to go look for that fishing line. Because there's a couple of radios. I want to give them aerials before I prime them. Okay, these guys are all scraped. Everything is all scraped. Everything is all gluing together. We are ready to go and assembling. I'm reaching down. I can see it, but my finger doesn't want to. What the hell? Oh, okay. I don't want that. I don't want that either. I thought I had a couple of loose Ziplocs over here. Oh. Maybe I don't. Oh well. Yeah, these extra bits, which are basically entrenching tools, but there's also a couple of rifles. There's like a carbine and a Thompson. Here's the carbine with folding stock. I'm having a hard time just grabbing these. Do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, let's take one of these. Take these three. And the machine gun. And this crew member. Okay, let's lower this machine gun belt. Perfect. Okay, this base is almost not big enough. Almost. Yeah, let me put him on first. Alright, there we go. We got that Paratrooper medium machine gun team. Set this over here with the ready to be primed group. And the 60mm mortar team. Now, there's only 2 crew because it's a paratrooper. The paratrooper 60mm only had a crew of 2. According to black powder. I'm sorry, bolt action. Excuse me. There's the mortar. This guy looks like he wants to drop around. Put him right there. This guy's got a round in his hand. And this guy is just looking. Oh, I don't think I scraped him. Either that or I missed a spot. His inseam. I'm just going to put him right here behind the mortar. This guy. Other side of the mortar. There we go. Okay, that looks okay. Okay, there's the next one. Now I've got 2 paratrooper mortar teams. Watch this. They're both simultaneously. Good. All right. Yep, that's perfect. Okay. Now I use the Mod Podge as a glue for the figures to go on wooden bases. On the metal bases, I used super glue, and I used fender washers. I can't get my fingers out. There we go. I use these Everbuilt fender washers, 1 inch and 1/8 inch. That is referencing the 1/8 inch hole in the middle, and the base of your model covers that hole. So you'll never see that hole. And these got a pretty good weight to them, right? Well, there's almost 100 in here. They're probably like 70. Because I used the end of one pack and then I dug into my last pack of fender washers to do these guys. Yeah. All right, T, let's see where you're at. Okay, I won't need we're going to let this we're going to let this white glue dry a little bit. Doesn't have to be 100%. But it does need to dry enough where it grips the figures. Trying to get some of the excess off of here. It'll dry faster. Plus, I needed to move it around a little bit so that it would grip the base plate and the bipods better. Yeah, I think they are good to go. I can see now I'm going to need some clean water because my water is dirty. So I finished the French commission. It is 100% complete. And I plan to do a video where I can show off the French commission. It was pretty cool. Got a few Russian pieces in there, but it's mostly French. And then there's the... So I have no commissions going right now. That's why I'm working on these. These are actually going to go up on the eBay store. Once complete. Which might be a minute. Okay, paint, and I'm going to dig around in one of my trays over there to see if I can find my fishing line. Or what I might have done with it. When I was cleaning up, I probably might be in one of my tubs. I don't know. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. I might talk. You might hear me from a distance. You might hear me cursing. Hopefully not. Hopefully you'll hear me exclaiming joy. Think, Derek, think. Where would you put it? Oh yeah, put these up there. They just came out of nowhere. So I do have some bunkers and some wire in here. Barbed wire. And that barbed wire was made for 1/72nd. A couple of airplanes. Would have been a great put it. But I didn't put it there. The British Pirates just would have also been a good. Some of the found it. Found some craters. It's right where I put it. Monofilament. Okay, we'll be adding some aerials here in just a moment. Take a look at these 15mm models and see if these antennas will work as well on those. If they will, then I will explore that. Okay, give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not going to need these extra bases or these. I think I'm going to prime with Vallejo. Don't think I'm going to prime with the Crystolium. You're going to find it. Okay, so we're going to prime with US khaki here in just a moment. But before we get into putting the aerials on and then priming, I'm going to throw my shoes on because I'm running around here in socks. And I'm going to take my packages out to the post. It only takes me like 2 minutes. Let's see. I don't know if you guys ever owned a pair of Under Armour tennis shoes or running shoes or whatever. These Under Armour shoes right here. It's the Escape. Escape is the style. They make a couple of different styles, but this shoe is so comfortable. I can almost sleep in these things. Yeah, I've been walking around the neighborhood and stuff like that. They're great. They're pretty expensive for a pair of shoes. I didn't like $60. But then again, with inflation and everything, that might actually be cheap. I haven't bought a pair of shoes in I don't know how many years, but I bought these about 6 months ago, and I love them. I really do. Okay, enough of that. Let me go put these packages out, and I will be right back. Takes me like 2 minutes, and then whoa, I'm bouncy. And then we will do some antennas. Or antennae. Now, I'm looking forward to doing, I don't know, I always look forward to the next project. And I'm looking forward to doing the SS. Mainly because I think they've got anti-tank guns and stuff like that. And in the set that I bought. And maybe a Kuba wagon or something. I don't remember. Alright, so I'm breaking out my pin device. Changing my glasses. Nope, let's go even more extreme than that. Let's go to 4 times magnification. Ooh, boy, that's blurry. Okay. I know it'll work on these guys, but I want to know if it'll work on these guys. And there is... Let's see if I already have... Okay. That bit is just a little bit too big, which is good. I'm glad it needs to be smaller. Okay, I don't have many bits in there. That's good. So where are my bits? Got like 3 sets of bits. Some are good, some are bad. Okay, this is the one I think I need. And this says it's 0.5 millimeter, 0.5 millimeter. So a 0.5 millimeter drill bit should be perfect, right? Probably not. Maybe if I go with 5.5 or 0.55 is what I meant. We're going to go with 0.5. I'm going to shoot for the exact number. That drill bit looks really small. Might be exact. Okay, we'll see. Okay, that doesn't seem tight enough. That's what he said. Oh, we'll see. Nope, that's even looser. Okay, I hope this works out. I mean, I'm grumbling over here. Okay, so an FO. Here we go. Now, which side of the radio does the antenna come out of? I used to be an RTO in the Army. We used the PRC 77, if you remember that. We used to call it the Prick 77. But I'm going to Google World War II radios because it might be different. World War II radio. I didn't say US or anything, but there's the original US. It looks like it's on the right side. Yep, right side. Oh, and there's the German one right there. But either way, it's the right side. That wasn't hard to determine. So drill bit, good to go. Radio on this guy's back. Afraid of that. Okay. Need something a little bit more steady. Think it's gonna work. Doesn't have to go in, super deep, but you want it to go in a little ways. So that it'll have a secure footing or whatever you call it. Secure foundation. Okay, he's in. Or at least the hole's in. With a little bit of super glue. With the smallest of small drops on that little 0.5 millimeter hole. Whoa. Take this little fishing line. Probably should have tested it on the hole to see if go in. Oh, it went in. Give you guys a view of what we're looking at. There you go, got a little radio antenna. Okay, because that's not as important as getting these guys squared away. I'm going to do this guy first. Excuse me. Remember, this bit's only 0.5 millimeters, so I don't want to push too hard on it. Yeah, that went in a good ways. I'm going to go in a little bit further, though. Okay. How much of an antenna I want to give this guy? There is so much fishing line here. It's like 300 yards. I'll never ever run out. There's no way. And I've put them on tanks and infantry. Mostly tanks, though, to be honest. I know you probably can't see that, but it looks freaking awesome. That antenna really makes a difference. Now, Oh yeah, there's the guy with the walkie-talkie. He's going to have a very short antenna. He'll still have one, it'll just be short. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it exactly the way I want to do. Because the drill bit wants to wander. I need like a little punch or something. Punch like a little starter hole. Okay, now we're going. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Up wandering. Okay. The drill bit's getting stuck. There we go. Clean up the hole. Not a very deep hole, but that's okay. Going with a short. short on this guy. Yep, let's show you what I did there. Where's the focus at? Now, I don't think anybody else has a radio. Going over them like super slow, just double check. Nobody has a radio. Alright. But there is a couple of radio men here. And to get that to drill, I'm going to have to pull this drill bit out a little bit. Got pushed in too deep. This is one of my favorite pieces, actually. I just did it a couple of days ago, but it's still very happy with it. Yeah, this is supposed to be a battalion commander headquarters. And of course, he's got an RTO that has a radio on his back for communicating with the companies. But he's also got this divisional level radio where he can communicate with regimental or divisional. There we go. So I'm putting the antenna into the regimental. I probably should put a second antenna in his company. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put 2 antennas. Okay, so we got 2 holes. I'll show these off to you when I get everything put together. We got the glue. Everything's starting to become unraveled. Okay, the end of this is all curly. So I'm just going to cut the curl off. Like I said, I've got way more than enough. So we've got our company. Then I'm going to do a little bit longer for the battalion. Right, battalion. Going in. Oh. Okay, well, it went in enough. I just don't think that hole was big enough. Yeah, I think I probably should drill 5.55 instead of just 0.5. Okay, I think this guy will work really good. Take a close-up of this guy as well. Oh, I'm already blurry. Okay, good to go. See the two antennas? He's got his man-pack radio on the back. And then he's got his little battalion level radio on his between his legs. Okay, that works. And we've already done these guys, right? Yep. Okay, so all the radios are done. The white glue is almost dry, so I should be able to prime right now, actually. Okay, it's a monofilament fishing line. Oh, that's a lot of it. Okay. End of it. Man, you take your hand off the pedal and it just wants to come unraveled. It's like it's just trying to leap off the sprue. All right. Here's a hole. There's, okay, that's a good hole. Come on. Okay, it's side up. Let's go. All right. Take this 0.5, put it back in its case so I don't lose it. I think we are ready for prime time. Uh, 11 o'clock? Okay, we're still good. Okay. Excuse me. Now, I considered brush priming these guys, but I wasn't sure how well the primer would stick to the zinc washers. It'd probably work just fine, but I think it would work better if I had an airbrush. I just don't have an airbrush. I thought about getting one of those inexpensive portable battery operated ones. You know, the ones that come with like a rechargeable battery built in. That is something on maybe on my Christmas list. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need 2 trays. I'm still on the first tray though. I'm not going to be able to get them all on there. I can see that already. That's tray 1. Hope I don't need a third tray. Sure, I can juggle these guys around a little bit, tightening them up because I got them set up pretty far apart. Especially on that first tray. See if I can squeeze another row of guys on this. Oh yeah, it looks like I can easily do it. Ooh, this tray is getting heavy. Bicep start. What do I got left? 3? Okay. Okay, I got them. Got the 2 trays ready to go. Get this khaki ready, and then I'm going to go outside and spray them. And then we'll see where we go from there. First tray. Be right back. That's the first tray. Now we're going with the second. Alright, they are primed, but they are drying outside. Not going to bring them inside to dry because of the fumes. Thought about just getting lunch, and then when I finish the lunch, grab the figs and start painting on them. I do have a paint. This is where I keep my cleaning water, and it's dirty. I'm going to definitely have to adjust for that. Now, I've been thinking about rearranging this table because I'm starting to feel a little cramped. So I've considered see this is my brushes and all that kind of takes up a little bit of room right in where I consider to be my work area. I don't consider this, well, let me rephrase that. As I've been working with this layout, this has been my work area, right? Off to my left. And it's really inconvenient over here. But I usually paint right in this general area. And then I push figures out of the way over there. If this was over there and it was out of the way, I think I would have a better way to go right here. But I also think this being in the corner where it is, I don't know. I think it's good in the corner there. I don't know if it's because I feel like it's the most cost-effective, space-saving location for it. You know, this table has got some plastic and some shavings and stuff. I could move these down. Okay, I don't even know if you can really see what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's better. So I got my water here, which I think it's fine right there. It's out of the way. I'm not going to knock it over or anything like that. But I've been thinking I could put these in the corner, or at least push them to the end. That's going to free up some room on that end. And I could put the spinner there. Actually, I could put the spinner even further out. See, I've even got a paint rack over there. I could put the spinner there where this rack is at. And then I don't know what I would do with that rack. I've considered discarding it or putting it under the table or who knows what. Trying to see the length of this. Okay, if I put that there, upright, I could still keep my water over there, kind of using that as a measurement. I could still keep my water over there, but I think it might be harder for me to get to my paint if it was in the corner there. That's my problem. Or that's a problem. I like the upright racks better than the prone racks. Whoa, what happened? I could turn this upright. That would save me a few inches along this row. But I think this being in the corner is actually the best placement for that. And I also noticed this has more holes in it than one of these. This has got 144 holes. This has 104, 114. Something. Well, hold on. Let me think about this. What's 9 times 12? 118? No, 108. It'd be 108. So 108 versus 144. I know I'm not using some of these for paint. Not like I'm using this. But if I don't have this in my way over here, see, one of the other reasons why I've been thinking about this, I know it's stupid, just stupid things that I think about while I'm at my computer desk or whatever. Whenever I make tea and I have to bring it over to the table and I have to reach over and put it here, that tray there gets in the way. I don't know, it's just a minor thing. Okay, let me think about this. if I crank this out as far as I can, right? Okay. Might be a little hard to get some of these out, this row, but that's okay. I've been putting paint in that row that I don't plan to use very much. Oh, I have salmon? Oh. Oh, I just got that one in. They're sickly things. And that's still fine right there. Now I'm not sure if I want to put my palette on the left side. That might be a better... That might be a better place for it. Okay. Also, I've been avoiding putting paint on this bottom row, and if I turn it upright, instead of sacrificing 12 slots, I'll only need to sacrifice 9 slots, because when I push my models around, sometimes they'll get caught on the bottom row of paint. Okay, so let me think about this. I can always change it back later. There's no... Obviously, I can do whatever I want. Push that too far. I don't want there to be any interference. That, okay. And that's pretty good, actually. And if I need to, I can put little things back there behind that. And everything's being reversed, it seems like, over here. I'll be using the palette over here. We'll try it for a while and see what happens. Might be a good option, might not. I might get frustrated with it and have to throw my hands up, do something completely different. Now this is flat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Yeah, I don't know. Now, I had these guys organized, but it's hard to organize that. Might just dump everything out and reorganize it later. These were my washes. Not sure why I've got so much dark tone there. All right. I know my models are still drying. More time. Oh, here it is. Okay. US Paratrooper paint guide. Now I didn't follow it 100%. I mean, I made it for my O group 15 millimeter troops, and I followed it up to 90%. But we're gonna pull these paints out and get them ready for me to paint. The first one was AK's Decomposed Flesh. The boots were Rot Brown. And then the straps, I was going to go with khaki webbing, but I changed it to AK canvas. And then, of course, the helmets. Oh, this is going to have to be adjusted because I'm like, oh my god, I don't know where anything is because it's all turned sideways. Was olive drab base. And then the musette bag I don't know what word that is. Okay. Mainly because I can't read with those glasses. There you are. Okay, something Garv. Garv Brown. And I can't even read my own handwriting. See, I wanted the musette bag to be a different color than the pouches and the uniform. Grave brown? What? Yeah, those are all field drabs. Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be this dark. I'd want it to be more of a lighter tone. Green brown? No, that doesn't look like green brown. But a green brown would work. Yeah, green brown. Yeah, this is khaki webbing. That's the color I was thinking I was going to use. Gator? I don't know. I don't know. I just went through that like gator brown. I bet you it was gator brown. I don't think it's any of those. Then it's much lighter. Yeah, I'm going to say gator brown. Okay, the holster and chin strap was red leather. Red leather. Any e-tools or wood, I've decided I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And we're going to go with I don't know, because I've been using beige brown, but beige brown, to me, having owned rifles and seen old like M1s and stuff like that, beige brown just seems too light. You know, it just seems too wrong. And now I don't even know where my beige brown is. There it is. Yeah, I feel like that's just a little bit too light. And this dark brown looks lighter than this flat brown. But I think I'm going to go with brown base. I've been thinking that for a while now. I'm going to jot it down. Yeah, change that to gator. Okay. The gear, like the bazooka and the mortars and stuff like that, I thought about doing olive drab, but I think I'm going to go with dark olive green. For that. It just it's olive green and it's, yeah, okay. And the furniture I've got over here, I got beige brown, but we're not. We're going to go with brown base. And then flesh, I did the French in light flesh. I did my infantry in light flesh. It's close to barbarian, but I think, and basic skin tone looks a little too light. Whenever I do flesh, I always like mix it up, switch it out, try something different. I think I'm going to go with basic skin tone because the wash will give me the dark highlights that I want, I think. Gunmetal. Well, I got it down as Army Painter gunmetal. What? Is it different? It is slightly different. Let's go with it. AK, like I said. Okay. The wash here, I've got it down as a soft tone. And I think yeah, we might switch that up a little bit. The gloves are going to be buff. Yeah, we'll go buff. So those are the colors I'll need, which is not a whole lot of colors if you think about it. I'm just trying to think, is there other things that are going to need to be painted? Yes, there is the stretcher. The fabric in the stretcher should be U.S. uniform. Which is more of a green. Green uniform base. Let me keep looking. Uniform green base. Yeah, that looks more appropriate than that one. Yep, that's for the stretcher. Let me think. Anything else? Well, we got the mortars. We got the machine gun. The med pouch and the scrim. I want those to be fairly light as well. So I think I'll probably just use the gators. Gloves, uniform, pouches, ammo can. Ah, yes. The exposed belt need to be brass. I think I might use dunkel gray on like the machine gun barrel and receiver and the barrels of the M1s and the Thompsons and stuff, and then come back with some gunmetal highlights. Okay, I'm just working my way down the line and things that might be on these figures that I need to paint a different color. Okay, the bayonets. Not the bayonets, like the knives they carry on their boots. From what I remember, those are almost, they're brown, but they're almost black. So I think I'm going to use this black brown. Yeah, it'll come up super dark. Now here's dark brown, which needs to be shaken up. See, that looks almost black. I mean, it is called black brown. This dark brown might be a better color just for visuals. Just for the visual display of it all. Or German camo black brown. Burnt umber. No, I don't think it should be burnt umber. Yeah. Just looking at these, this actually looks more brown than the rest of them. But I think when it dries kind of black. You know what? That's why I made this palette. See, that looks black. That looks black as well. And I don't want it to look black. I want it to look extremely dark brown. I think this dark brown might be the answer, but we'll see. Not much better. They all have a different shade to them. Yeah, there's splinter camo and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. What is this? Black brown. Of Oh, slide out of my hand. Okay, that looks better because those look too dark. Too dark. But I'm not sure how if that's dark enough. We're going to try the burnt umber, but this one is oak brown. Just looking at the dry paint on the nozzle, it looks pretty dark. Okay. Where are you at? Ah, there they are. Okay, that's a little bit darker than that one. Yeah, these three are all super black. Those are way out. This guy's a good brown. He is a good brown, but it's just flat brown. I think I'm going to go with this oak brown for the bayonets. I didn't even give burnt umber a chance. There is a color here called Choco Brown. A little runny for one thing. That's a good brown too, but this oak is the darkest without it looking black. Okay, so we got our boots, bayonet, straps. Helmets. Okay, there is one figure that's carrying a German helmet. We'll worry about that later. And if any of the guys have the parachute neckerchiefs, if any of those guys have that, I think I might pull, some of these lighter greens out and paint those. Yeah, I gotta rearrange all these. Yeah. Look at that camel pattern. Okay. Jacket, boots. I'm sure I will do flesh at that time. Then olive drab to get everything started. And I might do some straps. Might do the musette bag. And some holsters and chin straps. Yeah, I'm not sure how fast I'll do the entrenching tool. Okay, grenades. Okay, gloves. Brass will be towards the end. The knives can be right after. Yeah, that can be anywhere. And then that would be the weapons. Okay. We're all set. Basically just set them up right there. Alright guys, so that's what we're gonna do. I've got to clean this water. It's filthy. It's got texture paste in there as well as old paint. So I'm going to clean that out so that when I do paint, I'm not painting or not cleaning with dirty water. And then I'm going to get started right after lunch. So yeah, that looks good. This looks good. Hopefully I'm not hurting myself by painting here. It should be good because this is more centered for me. Alright guys, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to call it quits for today. And I just want to remind everybody that we are having a huge sale. I've got 20% off of everything in my eBay store. So if you're looking for some miniatures, painted or new in the box or in the bag, you should check that out. And don't forget to subscribe to my eBay store so that whenever I do have a sale, you'll get like a newsletter, because I put a store newsletter out about once a month. I need to go to X and post this sale on X. So if you have not followed me on X, Twitter, please follow me there, because sometimes I'll post pictures of models, just little anecdotal things. And sales, right? I'm not a big X user. I don't live on that all day, and but every now and then I'll feel the need to go share something, and that's what I'll do. Is I'll go put it there. Also follow me on YouTube so that you can be notified anytime I upload any new videos, etc. And I look forward to playing another game of O Group, and I feel like I have a better grasp on the rules. I think I kind of rushed. I'm gonna be honest. I think I kind of rushed into this game last Saturday, thinking that I didn't need to know all the rules to play because I could just figure it out as we go, which is true. I did figure it out as I go, but I noticed it was slowing the game down a little bit, or at least I felt it did. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.